We are back with late-breaking news on this 24th day of January. A woman reported missing is found in Butler County.
This is a look at where crews found the woman about 100 yards from the intersection of TT and PP. Stephanie Byers following this story for us this morning, joining us now live from the newsroom with a happy outcome. Steph.
Yeah, rescue crews say Joy Arnold is safe this morning after they found her huddled under a hedgerow using a blanket to stay warm. Now, this is a picture from Sheriff Mark Dobbs. He sent it to us this morning just minutes after that rescue. As you can see from the picture, 63-year-old Joy Arnold is there with Sheriff Dobbs to her right, and Sergeant Brandon Wagner and SEMO search and rescue volunteer Kenny Elliott. They were the three men who found Arnold this morning. The sheriff says the signal from her cell phone came back on, and they were able to use that to track her location within 80 feet near the intersection of Highway TT and PP in Butler County. The sheriff says she was talking with rescuers and family members and told them that she just got lost. Investigators say the woman had medical issues and she was disoriented. Crews in Butler County spent the night searching for Arnold in the woods after a neighbor reported her missing around 6:30 yesterday evening. Sheriff Mark Dobbs says cold temperatures overnight made for a tough search.
It's very sparsely populated. It's very rural. There's just so many areas she could be. It's like finding a virtual needle in a haystack. And unfortunately, she wasn't dressed for these conditions, and we're very concerned about exposure.
Deputies were using the woman's cell phone to track her, but they lost that signal overnight. They did find her purse near the area where they eventually found her, and again, that cell phone signal came back on, and crews found Joy Arnold safe and sound this morning just after 5 a.m. Live local late breaking, Stephanie Byers, Heartland News.
Now we take you live to downtown Cape Girardeau, where Tyler Profile is on the scene of where a deadly stabbing took place late last year. That suspect in the case is due in court today. Tyler?
Yeah, Jim, that suspect, 23-year-old Ryan Harkey from Jackson, is due in court for his preliminary hearing today. And as you mentioned, that alleged murder happened right here on the Common Pleas Courthouse lawn, not too far away from where I'm standing. As a matter of fact, you can still see the memorial here set up for the past couple of months for the 25-year-old victim, Buddy Conrad from Cape Girardeau. You can still see family and friends have left crosses, even some flowers out in his memory. Now, according to the probable cause statement, Harkey stabbed Conrad 3 times in the chest here on the lawn of the Common Pleas Courthouse across the street from Rumors Bar and Lounge on Spanish Street. Police say Harkey and Conrad got into a fight inside the bar, and it continued outside after bar close. Now, Harkey told police that he was walking up the hill of the courthouse with his back to Conrad. When he heard Conrad approach, he turned around and swung wildly with a knife in his hand. Harkey then called 911 and told police he may have stabbed someone. Now, according to Conrad's family, Buddy Conrad's brother was at the scene, tried to resuscitate him, but he died here on the lawn of the Common Pleas Courthouse. Now, Harkey did bond out of jail last month, has been under house arrest. He does face a charge of second-degree murder in this case, and again, he is due in court later today in the Cape Girardeau County Courthouse on that charge for his preliminary hearing. Jim?
Tyler Profile reporting live. Well, new this morning, we have some more details of a drug bust in McCracken County. This is a police photo of the drugs, weapons, and cash seized during the raid. And here's what police say happened. 2 sheriff's deputies showed up at a Paducah apartment at 650 College Avenue after reports of illegal drug activity. That's where they came into contact with 23-year-old Jarrell Hill. While speaking with Hill, deputies noticed the smell of burnt marijuana, and during a search of Hill, they found a small amount of cocaine in his possession. The deputies then searched the apartment, where they found 6 plastic bags of crack cocaine, 2 loaded semi-automatic handguns, some marijuana, and some doses of Xanax. The deputies also seized a set of digital scales and several $100s in cash. Hill's facing various charges this morning. Investigators have also determined he is a convicted felon from Virginia, also on drug trafficking charges.
654, a $5,000 reward being offered for any information leading to an arrest in a weekend arson. Early Sunday morning, Caruthersville Fire and Police Departments were called to a house fire at 1904 Eastwood Avenue. The home and its belongings were just doused by smoke, fire, and water. After the flames were knocked down, a preliminary investigation revealed that fire was caused by an incendiary device. The Missouri Fire Marshal is offering a $5,000 reward to the arrest and prosecution of whoever is responsible. As Illinois Senator Mark Kirk begins his recovery from a stroke, his staff and colleagues are stepping up to ensure the Illinois Republican leader's interests are addressed. But some of Kirk's high-profile duties, such as actually voting, can only be done by him. Kirk suffered a stroke over the weekend and had surgery that included removing a portion of his skull to relieve pressure from swelling. Kirk's neurosurgeon says the 52-year-old first-term senator has a good chance of a full cognitive recovery, but warned it could be very difficult for him to regain movement in his left arm. It's not clear when Kirk might return to his official duties, and in the meantime, the GOP has one less vote in the chamber, where Democrats hold a 51-47 advantage. Kentucky Senator Rand Paul's pass through a Nashville International Airport took a little longer than expected.
Well, the senator was stopped after the TSA says an alarm was triggered when he went through the screener. Paul refused a full-body pat-down, but reportedly offered to take another scan.
The indignities, and it's not just me, it's not because of who I am. Americans are going through the airport every day being subjected to these indignities. Nobody's thinking about who could attack us or who would attack us. It's just this mindlessness.
Well, the TSA released this statement saying passengers, as in this case, who refuse to comply with security procedures are denied access to the secure gate area. Paul was rescreened and booked on another flight.
It's 6:55, time to check in with Brian and the morning commute.
Yeah, pretty good looking morning for us. Now, you may have to take a little time and scrape a little frost this morning. But obviously from our St. Francis Skycam shot, which is showing a beautiful sunrise developing, it's mainly clear, maybe a few high clouds, and look how smooth the Mississippi is this morning. Yesterday at this time, the cameras were bouncing around. There were whitecaps on the river this morning. It's mainly calm, very frosty, pretty cold, but a pretty nice Tuesday morning. Looks like a pretty nice day shaping up. Let's go quickly to our graphic system here, and our temperatures are in the mid-20s to mid-30s, mostly at or below freezing, though. So it's cold outside, for sure. But, you know, it's that time of year. So a coat and gloves and a frost scraper. But after this morning, it looks like a really nice day developing for us. Our satellite radar combo showing no precipitation at all, just some high clouds drifting through our southern counties right now. But, yeah, we're going to have plenty of sunshine today. Not much wind, and that's a good thing always. And highs ranging from the upper 40s to the mid-50s. That's a little bit above average. So a beautiful day today. Bad news tomorrow, Thursday, not so nice, unless you're in the mood for some dreary, wet, chilly weather. So tomorrow, I'm trying to stay objective here. 43 for a high tomorrow, good chance of rain developing as we go through the day. Good chance of rain tomorrow night into Thursday. We're talking maybe a couple of inches of rain, so this is going to be a significant rain event. Probably no big thunderstorms. Now, there could be a little thunder somewhere in there, especially Thursday morning, it appears, but we're not looking for severe weather this time, and no winter weather to speak of either. By Friday, though, we're starting to dry out and stay on the cool side with temps in the 40s. So today, good. Tomorrow, Thursday, not so good.
Not so good. Okay, thank you, Brian.
We're just learning, too. Officials say another body has been found inside the toppled Costa Concordia, bringing the death toll in that ship disaster to 16. More about that coming up on CBS This Morning. We'll meet you back here at 26 past the hour.